environment is established, the impulse will change and you will be experiencing yourself and everyone else somewhat different. And obviously with an education system that is equal in every way, you will find that there is much to do and a much different social structure. And that what you perceive choice to be will be more based on the experience of self within expression than it will have to do with what you've done so far, either surviving or trying to win so that you can be one of those with more than your fair share. Strangely enough, that one would actually deliberately act to try and gain more than your fair share and then justify it as if it is morally justifiable. It's obviously not morally justifiable. You just have to change your position and the polarity and you'll see it. But that requires self-honesty, which is a rather difficult point. But those with more than their fair share has caused the problem that they would have to face also the correction of the system. Now, furthermore, we would suggest that if one do research and study how the human interacts with its environment, for that we do courses in leadership development, specifically called the Structural Resonance Alignment. For those that really would like to make a difference in the times to come, I suggest that the course you do and get yourself developed effectively to face the common sense points that requires adjustment within the system so that equality as a dignified life for all is established, that you do a Structural Resonance Alignment course. It will also obviously support, through doing the course, the implementation of the eventual system through political means. Within the next few years, Destiny will go mainstream politics worldwide with a single mission statement, a single agenda of bringing about a social economic change that will support all life, that would include animals and plant life equally, and in that way thus establish what everybody has dreamed about, practically called heaven on earth. I mean, after all, heaven cannot come about as it is imagined without practical participation by all of those that is here wanting this heaven to be on earth. And for heaven to be on earth, I mean, your basic needs must be taken care of. Otherwise, heaven will not be on earth. Obviously, within this, one must understand that if you do your research on the environmental impulsing of belief structures and how you exist, then you'll notice that it is very easy to become delusional when you are basing your faith in hope. An equal money system is not something of faith, neither is it something of hope. It is simply a value that is agreed upon by all participants, that they as life is worth and everyone else as life is worth equally. Obviously, within that, each participant would give themselves the best value they possibly can, isn't it? And in doing so, also give everyone else the best value possible. Will there be some difficulties and adjustments? Obviously. But can we even begin to imagine what it will be? Not yet. That's why we are studying that already. We are already preparing to face any points where the human, through the addictive norms that has formed part of the personality that is currently pretending to be a human here on earth, is going to act out with the sudden freedom, because have a look, whenever there's sudden freedom, the human go a little bit delinquent. It's not delusional, it's delinquency. It's like you have no parameters within which to understand your new experience, and therefore you act out. So we will go through a delinquency period for a moment, till everybody find their balance and realize there's a consequence to what you do. So, here is the future again. An equal money system. A practical solution for Earth, which in all practical terms is the actuality of heaven on earth, instituted by man, me and you, each one, ourselves, through taking responsibility, preparing for an effective crossover into the next environment. Obviously in that environment, the stimulus of that environment will be different, and you will not have the body you have, because you will have given it up, so that one can enter the hereafter as a dignified being, one that is accomplished, satisfied, proud of what you have achieved on earth. Imagine that makes your entry into a new environment so much easier and so much more with strength and with trust in yourself. If one don't have those points in place, and you get to the other side and you leave behind a delinquent, delusional society and world where no life is honored, you cannot stand on the other side and pretend that you have in any way acted sufficiently effective to make a difference. And that will have a bearing on your experience on the other side. So we invite you to join, invite you to discuss, and to consider the common sense points that will be presented and discussed and opened up in terms of the preparation for presenting to the masses of the world, that's those that's not listening currently, because they don't have access to the wonderful technologies, but they will have soon. And make sure you're not the one that is being asked the question, why did you not treat all life equal? Why did you take more than your fair share and did nothing about those that didn't have? Why did you protect only your own arse and not consider those that don't have any protection? Till we speak again.